Okay, so now it is time to add in all of the houses for Holly and all the buildings. So we're going to start with the doghouse. So if you go over to your unreleased props area, you're going to find this house here. And what we're going to do is first select all of the walls, roof pieces, and floors, stuff like that. And then we're going to do the props. So first, select it with a build. So place a build down if you don't already have one there. Select the build, and then we're just going to start selecting all of these walls and ceilings and roof pieces. Don't worry about the props yet. We'll get to those. So just select all of these pieces first. And then don't forget about the stuff that's inside, just like the walls that are inside, and all the props. Walls and floors. Alright, looks like we're missing a floor there. Oops. You guys probably won't be missing a floor. That'll be corrected for when the props are given out, so don't worry about that. Alright. So just select all of the pieces in this house that are not props. So you can double check to make sure that you selected everything by just cutting it and then moving it. So you can see I forgot these pieces up here. So I'm going to quickly select all of those. Just like so. And then I'm going to cut it again to make sure we have everything. Alright, looks like that too. Okay. And when you have selected all of the walls, floors, and roof pieces, we're going to save the build and the house to our hotbar, just like that. Just save it to your hotbar. Alright? And then we're going to select the build again, and we're going to copy the props for the doghouse now. Okay. Alright, and when you selected all of the props for the doghouse, you're going to want to do the same thing and save that to your hotbar as well. So just save it to an empty slot, just like so. So now you should have the doghouse walls, floors, and roofs, and then you should also have the props for it. Alright, so then we're going to go back over to Holly, and I'm going to show you guys where to place the doghouse. Okay, so we're going to make a build measurement over here. So if you look at Holly, we're going to go over here, and by this piece, alright, we're going to place a build right there just next to that piece, and we're going to place another one just like so. So you should have two builds then, alright, and then place another build like this behind that one. So it should look like this now. Alright, then you're going to want to get out the outline of the doghouse. And then you see where that door piece is that's on screen. You're going to want to make sure that that door piece is to the left of that build. So you can see what I have like right now. Place it down, and this door piece here should be to the left of that build. So it should look like this. So doghouse should look like this if you aligned it properly. Alright. And when you have it aligned properly, we can add in the props now. So let's go ahead and do that. And all you're going to need to do to align the props in the house is just align the builds with each other. So you know the build that you had to place down the doghouse, just align the build that goes with the props with that build, like this. And then place down. And you can always double check to make sure everything looks right. And it does, so we're good. Okay. So now we're going to add in a few details for doghouse, just like sidewalk related. So we're going to grab this piece from our unreleased area, So you can see we're going to need this piece here, so save that to your hotbar if you don't already have it saved. So I think we did use that already. And that's all for now. So we're going to go back over here and take this piece out. And then you're going to want to align that sidewalk piece so that it leads up to the door. Then take the sidewalk piece again, and you're going to rotate it like this so that the curb is facing this way, like that. So now it should look like this here. Okay. And we're going to open up our creative menu, and you're going to want to go to prefabs and scroll down until you see the Pleasant Park prefabs, and then open up the other house prefab. And you're going to find this piece here, save that to your hotbar, and this is going to act as our driveway piece. So just place that down there. Okay, just like that. Get rid of these builds now. Alright, and then you're going to want to open up Pleasant Park again. Except this time it's going to be in galleries. So go to galleries and then find the Pleasant Park galleries. You can see I have that selected here. And then we're going to open up the sports gallery and find this basketball hoop here. Save that to your hotbar. And then using grid snap 32, we're going to rotate it so that it's facing like this here. Alright. And then rotate it again so it has just a slight angle. And then you can place the basketball hoop right here next to the garage door. Like that. That's it. Okay. And once we're finished with that, we're going to do the next Holly house, and that is going to be the greenhouse over here. So for this, I'm going to make a quick measurement. So over here by this piece, so you can see right here, we're going to go here. And at this piece, we're going to make a build right there, just like that. And then we're going to place 2 more builds to the left of it. So 1, 2, for a total of 3 builds. Alright. And then we're going to go grab, actually no, place 1 more build first. And that's going to be over here, behind this one, just like so. So now you should have 3 builds like this that are in front, and then another one behind like that. Okay? And now we can go and grab our greenhouse. So we're going to repeat the same process that we had already done for the doghouse. So select the build, and then we're going to select all of the structural pieces first. That means like walls, floors, roofs, alright? So all of this stuff first. And then we're going to copy the props. Alright, and when you think you've selected all of the pieces, the walls, floors for the greenhouse, you can double check by just cutting it. And then, okay, I definitely missed some pieces. So I'm going to go and grab all those. Alright. Double check again. Okay, it looks like I have all the pieces this time. Then we're going to save it to our hotbar just like we did with the doghouse. So save the build and all of the structural pieces to your hotbar, just like so. So now we should have all the walls, floors, roofs, stairs act for the greenhouse. Then we can do the same thing with the props. So select the build again, and now this time just copy the props. Alright, and when you have all of the props for the greenhouse saved to your hotbar, you can go ahead and, when you have all the pieces selected, you can go ahead and save those to your hotbar, just like we did with the props for the doghouse, just like so. Alright, and then we're going to go back over to our Holly. Okay, so then take out the greenhouse structural pieces, so that's like the walls, floors, ceilings, everything. And then we're going to place, you see the door piece that on screen, if you look down, the door piece should be to the left of that build there, of that build. So you can see what I have if I place it down. We have this build here, and the door should be aligned to the left of that, just like so. So it should be aligned like this. Alright, then you can go ahead and copy this piece from over here at the doghouse, copy that, and then turn on grid snap 4. We're going to rotate that and place that here so that the sidewalk is leading up to the door for the greenhouse. Alright, and then before I forget, let's go ahead and place the props in for the greenhouse. So same thing, get the props out, and then let's go ahead and place those in where they're supposed to go. So you can see here, the shrubbery should be aligned outside of the door. So like you can see the bushes that are there. Those should be right outside that door piece, just like that. Okay? And then you know that you have everything aligned properly. Just like that. Alright, and you can even double check inside to make sure, and if everything looks right, then you're all good. Let's see here. Okay, so that's that house now. So next up, we are going to add in the gray brick house, alright? So we're going to repeat the same process again, except this time it'll be for the brick house. Alright. Alright, so go back over to our unreleased props area, and you're going to want to find the gray brick house. And we're going to copy all of the structural pieces for this house again. So like walls, floors, roofs, ceilings, you get that. Alright. Alright, and when you have all of these structural pieces, you can cut it to make sure. Looks like I do. And save those to your hotbar on an empty slot. Alright, and then we're going to do the same thing with the props for this house. So copy the build again. And then copy all of the props inside. Alright, when you've selected all of the props for this house, you can save those to your hotbar as well in an empty slot, just like so. Alright, and then we're going to make our way back over to our Holly build. And this house is going to be pretty simple to place. You don't need to make any measurements. All you're going to want to do is just get it out. So grab it from your hotbar. And then this house is just going to fit like right here, like just like this. So it should be, you know, obviously aligned with the sidewalk like that. And then over here it should look like this. Just place it down right there so it fits kind of snug within our terrain. Alright. That's all with that house. And then we can do the props for it. So grab the props. And we're just going to align the build for the props with the build for the structural pieces. And then just place them down. And then the props should be aligned nicely in the house and should look like this. Okay. So that is going to be it for that house. So now we're going to move down here and do the other house here. So let's go back over to our unreleased props area. And we're going to grab this house here. So select the build and grab all of the walls and stuff. You guys know the drill by this point. Alright. So I copied as much of the structure as I can, and the only thing I missed was this back porch. So we'll get that after we place this down. So you should have all of the structural pieces, but maybe besides that back porch, because I ran out of spots for it. So alright, then save that to your hotbar when you have it all selected. And then we're going to do the same thing for the props for this house. So select the build again, and then copy all the props. Alright, and then I'm gonna select this back porch too with the props, just because we weren't able to get that the first time around. Alright, so once you have all of the props selected, you can go ahead and save that to your hotbar as well. So I'm just going to save that to another slot, like that. Alright, and then you can go back over to Holly, and we're going to place this house over here. So this one shouldn't be too hard to place. So if you go over here, so we were up here doing these houses, go down here, and we're going to make a quick build measurement. So place a build here, towards the back of that piece, like that, okay? And then we're going to place another build right behind it, just like so. Alright, and that's all of the build measurements we need to do. Then you can go ahead and take this house, alright? And then you're going to want to make sure that it's facing this way, like this, with the garages towards, facing this way. And then we're going to align the garage So you see the far right garage piece? You're going to align that with that build that's over there, like this. Alright? So it should look like this. You have the garage piece here, and then there's the build. Yeah. And basically this should kind of fit nicely in the sidewalk, like that. Alright, and that's really all there is to it here. It should look like this. Then we're going to take the props for this house, and we're going to place those in. So align the build with the build that we use to place down the house. And then just do that same thing with the props now. Just like that. And then they should look like this. So if they fit all nicely in here, you're good. Oops. Upstairs. Alright. So once you're finished with that house, you can delete these builds. We don't need those anymore. Then we're going to take our road piece, and we're going to add it over here so that it covers these 2 blocks here where the garage is. So where the garage doors are, the asphalt should cover those 2 blocks. Then you can delete these builds. Alright, so it should look like this now. Alright, so the next house that we're going to do is this yellow house over here where I'm pickaxing. It's going to be in this area. So we just did that house there. Now we're going to do the yellow house. So if you go here to this piece, you're going to want to make a build measurement here. So place a build just like that. And then we're going to place another build right behind it, just like so. Then we're going to go and do the same thing that we've been doing for all of these houses. And you're going to want to find this yellow house here and place a build down, and then we're going to copy the house with the build. So first select all of the walls, floors, roofs. You guys know the drill. It's on it 4 times now. Once you have all of the pieces for the yellow house selected, besides the props, you can go ahead and save that to your hotbar and an empty slot. And then we're going to do the same thing with the props. So select the build, and then this time go in and grab the props. Alright, so then you can go ahead and save the props to your hotbar when you've copied all those. And then we're going to go back over to Holly, and you see our build measurement. We're going to want to grab the yellow house outline right now, and we're going to align it just like I am on screen here. So if you see that window piece should be aligned with our build measurement there that we made a little bit ago, like this. So place it down, and then obviously the door should be aligned with the sidewalk, and this window over here should be aligned with the sidewalk over on that side. And then we can place the props in for this house as well. So open up your hotbar and grab the props out, and you're just going to want to align them with the house. Alright, so align them with the build that we used to place the house originally, and then just place the props in, and everything should go in their respective spots. So it should look like this here, like that. There's our build, and then there's the start of the house. Okay, there's that. And then we're going to copy the sidewalk, not the sidewalk, the driveway and the basketball hoop from Doghouse. So go back over to Doghouse, and then just select these 2 pieces, and we're going to add them in over here at this house, like that. So I'm gonna fix that, and then move this over, just like so. Alright, so just like right there by that window and that door, add the basketball hoop and that concrete piece. Okay, so now we're going to do the final house for Holly, and then we have the garden center after that. But let's do the final house. So if you go back over to our unreleased props, we're going to find this blue house with the brick bottom, and you're going to want to select the build with it, and then you guys know what to do. Alright, I want to make sure that I have everything selected for this house, and it looks like I do. So I'm going to go and save that to my hotbar with the build again. Oh wait, oops, I did not mean to select that. Alright, just like so. Okay, so then we're going to select the props. So do the same thing, place the build down, and then select the build. And then we're going to go and select all of the props inside the house. Alright, and then don't forget about the props outside on the deck as well. You will be needing those. Alright, and once you've selected all of the props, go ahead and save those to your hotbar as well. Alright, and then we're going to make our way back over to Holly. And we're going to place the blue house over here in this empty spot by the entrance. So take out the blue house outline with all of the walls and stuff. And we're going to place this... Oh wait, I'm going to delete these builds first so it doesn't mess up anything. So take out the blue house. And we're going to place this just like this here. So it really doesn't need a measurement. You're just going to want to align it with the sidewalk that's on the left here. So you can see that sidewalk there that's on the left of the screen. Align it with that just like so. So there shouldn't be any grass here. It should just be aligned like that. Alright, so before I forget to mention, and I actually did forget to mention this at first, but you're going to want to place the props in for this blue house. So just open up your hotbar and then take out the props and then align them with the other build that we had for this house and place the props inside the house. That's all, guys. Sorry about that. Alright. So now we're going to place in the garden center. So this is the final building in Holly Hedges. So let's go. Actually, no, it's not the final building. I take it back. We have a small building that we have to include yet. So let's go back and take care of the garden center. So over here, you're just going to want to select the build, right? And then select all of the walls, floors, you guys know what to do. So just select all of that stuff first. Alright, so you're going to want to save that to your hotbar, just like so. And then we're going to grab the props as well. So copy the build again. And you're going to want to select all of the props inside Holly. Or inside of the garden center, sorry. Alright. Alright, and when you have all of the props selected for the garden center building, we are going to save those to our hotbar as well, just like so. Alright, and then we're going to go back over to Holly, and I'm going to show you guys how to place in the garden center. Alright, so we're going to go back over to where we're going to place the garden center, and we're going to make a build measurement here. So you see this piece right here. We're going to want to place a build. Oh, looks like I can't. I'm going to build up so I can place that build. So build up from the grid island, and then I want to be able to place a build right here. So this piece, place a build right there, just like so. And then we are going to place another one to the left of it, so just like that, okay? And then we're going to take out our garden center building, the outline of it, rotate it, and then we are going to place that down to the left of that build there. So you can see right on screen what I have to the left of that build. Place it down facing this way, just like so. Alright? So it should be facing, facing like this, just like that. And then it should look like this on this side, all like that. Okay. So then you're going to notice that with Holly, I gave you guys this piece here, and we're just going to use this to quickly decorate or this area. Take this piece here that I gave you guys with Holly, or with the garden center, and we're going to place this around just like this. So place 3 of them right here to the left of this wall, just like that. Alright, and then we're going to place another one by rotating it on the yaw axis and place it right there, just like so. Then take it, and we're going to place another one on the direct opposite side, so it looks like this here. Then take this piece again, rotate it, and place 3 more so that it leads back up to this, to the main building. like that. Alright, so now it should look like this. Alright, and that is going to wrap up. Oh, wait, nope, we forgot to place props in. I forgot to place them in. So, don't forget to place the props in the garden center. So, you're going to do that by just aligning them with the build, like we've been doing, and then placing them in, just like so. And then they should look like this inside. So once you are finished with this, you're gonna notice that there's gaps up here where there should be those those side pieces rather. Those are save the world, so unfortunately I cannot see them, so I wasn't able to give them to you guys. But so what we're gonna do is take this piece from down here, and then just add this on the top instead. Well, it doesn't really make that much of a difference. Just add this all around here, and make sure that it's on the red brick side so that it matches the red brick of the rest of the building. Rotate that. Rotate this. Alright, and then once you reach this side by that parking lot, we're going to flip the piece around so that now that the white side is facing outwards. For this side only. The rest should have the red side facing outwards. Just like this. Alright. And once you guys have that, we are officially finished with all of the buildings for Holly. We have nothing left to do for the buildings. That's about it. So now it is on to decorating Holly.